It's D&D!
Oh god.
Get hype.
Here we go. And we're back.
How are you guys doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Splendid.
I am excellent. And you out there, you viewers, I hope you are doing well as well. Okay, that was a little weird, but we'll deal with it. Yeah, well as well.
Can I have a refund on my holiday?
No.
I'd like it without snow.
You can't. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. We woke up this morning with snow coming down. And I don't mean like little tiny flurries. Flakes. Big
old
freaking flakes. It was weird.
Like, yeah.
And it was melted by 2 o'clock. All of it.
I think I might have saw a patch on the ground that was white.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who knows? Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteric. Nima right. Nima. That
Hello?
was the sound of Nima getting pounded. All right. So.
Oh, my bad.
No, bad.
That's not even close to how it sounds when he gets pounded.
Giggity.
That sounds like personal experience talking.
Absolutely.
So we've already rolled our luck checks. Of course, there is but one result. Either a 1 or a 4. They roll a d4. Either a 1 will give them a bad luck token, or a 4 will give them a good luck token. There's only one result, and it was a 1, and it was from Paulna. Here to celebrate the induction of his new emote in my channel, Webba Boots. It is, of course, a picture of Wet Boots. Well, I can't think of a better way to kick that off. Hopefully it will not carry through the rest of the evening. Hopefully.
See, he thought about adding Webba boobs and having boob gloves, but he thought against it, so he went with the boots.
That could be interesting.
That's another person.
That's yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. No Webba boobs. Sorry. But regardless, we have some most excellent players. We have Zofi as Strife. We have Magna Gaming on Twitch. He's one of our AG streamers, Archetype Gaming streamers, as Paul Nakaz. We have Logic_Wolf, again with Archetype Gaming, as Ilafa. We have Nima92 as Gargantius, and we have Adam O as Prior. Thank you, everybody. So, who would like to do the recap? It doesn't have to be Adam. Adam can do it if he wants to. It's just always Adam. And
Nose goes.
well, that's gonna be Wolf because no one can see his face.
We'll take his
my
word
face.
for it.
Who's doing it? Who doing it?
Well, I mean, I would totally do it, but I'm so sketchy when it comes to details. Like,
I'll give it a shot.
My overview would be, hey, stuff happened, we killed some things, cheers. That's like the extent of my knowledge.
No offense, Gargantius, but yours would be constantly accompanied. So, okay. Prior, go ahead.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right.
Push to Prior.
So, Prior's here. Prior's talking. Okay. So we picked up last week with the summoning of our dear beloved friend, Michael. Only Michael was in his true form, which is a overgrown Yokklaw, which is a ooze, mold, slime, abomination demon.
Yes.
Yeah. To keep the fight relatively short, we fought Michael. We had to dispatch of some drow, which were responsible for summoning him.
Why were you fighting the drow in the
group
first place?
Okay, well, we
Very
followed
quickly.
the foot
Very
tracks.
quickly.
We followed the foot.
But you came here
followed
because your
footprints.
home was being threatened.
Okay.
You came to the
yes.
mineral
I didn't realize we
plane.
were going that far back.
Well, yes, very, very succinctly. You came to the quasi-elemental plane of mineral to find the source of corruption. and you found Drow doing something to the tree, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Tree hugging drow babies.
yeah.
That's clearly
only
what
when they hug trees, they melt to trees. Anyways, because I don't want to relive what happened. Basically, it was a fight. It was a scary fight. Ronaldo got engulfed by Michael, and then we managed to, with help from the chat, use one of the 3 solidifying spores, aka Uzi glue, on him, and he began to harden, which meant Ronaldo was trapped inside. Gargantius dispatched of the Drought Priest responsible for summoning Michael, and he began to phase out of this plane, where he then shot tendrils into my arm, and used my body as an anchor, which then very shortly after, my arm was ripped off by Alafa's telekinesis spell, which I rolled a natural 1 on my strength check. Then the anchor broke. Michael evaporated. I think that's the proper term. Evaporated. Back into where we believe is his home plane. Catch is he still has my right arm, which is from the shoulder down, and even worse, Ronaldo. And we're picking up from there.
Ronaldo being the Dragonborn Druid who was tasked by the Druid Circle Enclave of assisting in your journey, in your quest. The NPC. You lost the NPC.
You know, if Pickle came with us, he wouldn't have let that happen.
Ooh, probably.
But we'll never know. Unless we take him with us next time.
A little bit of backpedaling to do. If for the viewers, you may recall that if you were watching last week, that at the end I said, yeah, go ahead and do your resting. And I had actually... turned out that was actually not what I wanted. I'd forgotten about things that needed to happen fairly quickly. So I previously asked the party to go ahead and rewind their characters back. We are going to now pick up right after the battle. I think you guys did get prior, like, stabilized. But anything that anybody wants to do...
Did we? I thought he was still bleeding out of his arm socket.
I think you did stop that with a healing potion, right? Or am I thinking of something else?
He said that.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Okay.
That much you can have done. But you were about to commence with a long rest. That was what you were in the middle of starting. So, who would like to do something? I know, Alafa, you wanted to do something. Is there anybody else? Like, basically, let's take poll. Who wants to do something during this rest besides just sit and rest, and that's all?
Well, I would say something immediately after, if given the opportunity, because I'm still like being held telekinetically by my man.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine that at this point my long hair is just like just a disheveled mess with blood, dirt, and ooze in it. And I would look up at Alafa and I'd be kind of telling him, see, everyone will know you're a good person. And I would also imagine that I'm like kind of with my left arm like trying and failing miserably at holding some of the blood back, but now it's sealed over by the healing potion. But slipping in and out of consciousness, I would say, I'm so glad you got rid of that evil imp. Harla she was what was evil, not you. And then I'd kind of reach with it's kind of awkward, with my left hand and kind of all bloodied and kind of graze it across his face and cast Detect Good and Evil.
Star Wars style. Star Wars style. Nice.
And I am out.
And before Alafa kills Prior.
Alafa, you got something. You got something on your face.
Is it happiness?
Happiness doesn't smell like copper, in my experience.
Blood normally doesn't either from the arm.
Oh, does it not from the... I don't...
I mean, the fourth
Is the leg
lumbar down
different?
on your back.
How
it
do
does,
you know
but
that? I don't know.
It's more of a metallic, less copper, more like
Oh,
silverish type taste and smell.
This has a bit more piquant, you know.
I wanna walk over and make sure to grab Lightbringer as it's laying on the ground crying.
You know, that's interesting, because before you tried to pick it up, and it had a real reaction.
Yep.
So I need to know what your intentions are before you touch it. Like, as a DM, I need to know what you're thinking.
My intentions are to get it and bring it over to Pryor.
Okay, then it will not stop you.
Okay.
You don't really hear anything or feel anything, except for maybe a slight tension, but that's about it.
And as I lay it next to Pryor, I kind of chuckle a little bit, have a grin on my face.
Okay. Not creepy at all.
Not creepy at all.
All right. So, did anybody else besides Lawful want to do anything more? I'll take that as a no. So, Lawful, you're up. What is it that you are going to attempt to do during this time?
I am going to attempt to speak with my patron, my god, and see if there's any way that we can communicate with Pryor's god.
Okay. So, from past experience, you know that your patron... conversations with your patron are awfully one-sided.
Yes.
You basically do all the talking, and then if there is agreement, then it happens. If there's not, then nothing happens. That's generally how it works. Maybe you'll get I'll say, like, maybe once you got like a kind of tiny chuckle that actually made your head spin for about 48 hours. But other than that, yes.
It's been pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to convey everything that I want him to convey to Pryor's god.
Okay.
That way he has a full understanding in his capacity of what I'm trying to accomplish. Which you already know, but I don't want the others to know, which is why I'm not saying it.
Okay. So as you make your request, you get a whole lot of nothing in return.
I'm going to cry for a little bit.
Like, seriously?
Yeah, like in real life.
Okay. Well, in character life.
No, like right now.
Oh,
right
okay.
here. I'm gonna stop a little bit.
Okay. But for the reasons that I've previously stated to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might tell the viewers later, just so they have an idea what the hell's going on, but...
You can tell him now if you want.
Yeah, okay.
If it helps with the story.
Essentially, Alafa is attempting to ask his patron, the Great Old One, to intercede to Lathander, and basically to negotiate a deal, taking part of something of Alafa in order to bring Pryor's arm back. However, this is not a typical thing to ask of the Great Old One, and so he is met with silence. Is there
Mainly
anything...
because the old one is completely unconscious.
Well, there is that. Yeah, he's sleeping. Anytime you do a deal with him, it's his subconscious, his dreams. He's far too... you don't want him to be awake. Even you're not sure you would like it if he was awake. Like, it would be awesome and amazing and probably terrible. It's more... Your relationship with him is more that you have power and less worship. He is as much a means to an end as you are. That'd be my guess. If it's different, then fuck me. Anyway, anything else you would like to try, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to get near Lightbringer and try to communicate with Lathander directly.
Okay. And what are you
see
saying?
if there's any barter or deal we can make to help restore Prior's full movement in that arm. Not maybe not growing a new arm, because I feel like that's a little bit too much. But possibly enchanting some armor or having pure radiance pour forth from his wound and grant him the ability to have some type of movement in that arm.
I just have to interject with the radiant thing. I'm just getting this visual of the whole fur in my lasers.
just
He shoots out pure radiance from his arm now.
There's a bit of a choir. So I will give you an option. You can either roll a persuasion check or a religion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah, I figured you're a lot better at that.
A little bit.
Balls. That's a very high check. All right. So are you just basically touching the mace and
Kneeling
and
next
then
to it
and then what, speaking out loud or what?
I am going to be speaking out loud, but slightly lower.
Okay.
And kind of under my breath a little bit, but out loud.
Okay. As you were touching it, and you feel the power of the mace actually for the first time. Before, it was this kind of dull, almost rusty feel to you. I mean, clearly you could see with your eyes that there was no rust on it. In fact, it was always clean and well kept, but it always kind of had this odd sort of touch to it when you were allowed to touch it before. And now it actually feels, there's this quiet thrum of power that actually you're feeling underneath it. And you actually hear a voice in your mind. And at first you're not certain what it is. But the voice says, "What would you give?"
In response to that, I say whatever it takes.
And I assume you are telling the truth?
Yes.
Well,
And
I'm having
incidentally,
flashbacks to our dungeon where both Kirgintius and Bolt lost important components.
Hey, I got it back.
Incidentally, Navy Dad has just granted Alafa an experience as his reward for being a subscriber. Thank you, Ohio Navy Dad, for subscribing to the channel. You beautiful person. All right. So now I have to figure out exactly what's going to happen. I did not actually anticipate. I thought that you would try a great many things, but I thought the last thing you would do was actually appeal to Lathander directly. So now I have to figure out what you're doing.
That's what we're here for, Q. Is to just completely destroy any plans that you have.
Indeed. And you guys excel at it so much. Alright. There is all of you feel something. It's the sound and the motion, the vibration, as if a great string that, like a giant bass string, was strummed. Just this tension kind of that kind of comes out, vibrating throughout the cavern. All of you feel it. A little bit of the cavern ceiling kind of sifts little bits of dust and stone raining down on all of you, and a few crystals kind of shake in their where they're embedded. And Alafa, your arm is now gone. And as you look down, you can see that it is your arm now attached to Prior.
Sweet.
Is it like all shriveled up because of the size difference between the two people?
Oh my god, like the guy from Scary Movie?
It is.
Grab my
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Wow, I haven't seen that movie in ages. Wow. No. Okay, so it is slightly different sized, clearly. So there is that. That's the reason you can tell what it is immediately.
T-Rex arms?
Not quite that bad, no. Now here's the interesting thing. You are you're going to immediately go through a bit of shock, right? And I don't mean just like I mean like the physiological condition of shock. You just lost a whole lot of blood in an entire section. Is it Prior? Was this right or left arm? I don't even remember.
Right arm.
Shit. Okay. So, well, this is interesting. All right, so that will now, you will now not have that, and you are. I need you to roll a con saving throw to deal with the shock.
All right.
Is that the arm that was crippled?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What do you mean arm that was crippled?
One of his, he took like a crit damage to his arm.
It's to my right.
I will
One that's
say,
like half bone.
I will say that it is, as it appears on Prior, it is healed. So, however, you do not necessarily take any hit points back, Alafa. So don't do that yet. So, as you are kind of dealing with it and kind of fighting back the panic of the brain and the body, you look and you see and you watch as Prior's body seems to have a reaction now to this. And his face kind of contorts and stretches in what looks like it might be pain. You can't really tell because he's unconscious, so he's not really saying anything. He's not... Maybe there's a bit of a coming from him, but that's about it. He's not actually coming to at all, and the flesh at the joining is warping and bubbling and stretching and straining, and it looks almost like there's something underneath it kind of moving as you watch. And the flesh color suddenly changes from about bicep upward. And yay! Lava cam. The bicep kind of changes into a grayish reddish color, and you can see as you watch, this sudden jutting out will come out. It looks like some kind of massive bone spur that's now coming out on top of his shoulder, and it has that same kind of grayish reddish pallor to it. And the rest of his arm suddenly takes on kind of a scaled quality with various other little spikes and spurs starting to grow off of each side in a random pattern to the point where it kind of looks like he's got a bit, like his arm is kind of looks like a morning star, kind of that spiked texture to it. It will actually, like, the whole flesh will start to do the whole, like, bubbling and warping thing, and Lightbringer at that point will start to glow, pulse with light, and without even, you don't think he's realizing what he's doing, he's not conscious, Prior's new arm will reach over and grab Lightbringer, and all of the motion will suddenly just stop and return and revert to a still form. His arm still has this appearance. That has not gone away, but any further, what you can only think of was probably, for lack of a better term, you're not really certain what it is, corruption, or maybe rejection, is no longer occurring. And he seems to go back to sleep at peace. And you just kind of drop to the ground on your knees and deal with it as best you can.
Hashtag deal with it.
Hashtag deal with it. What about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
So I rush over because I hear a loud boom in the cave, and I'm like, "Whoa, what? I'm like at a loss for words."
Oh, Alpha, you're more or less conscious. No, he's he's pretty much conscious of everybody else here.
I'm just gonna look at Gargantius and look down at my missing arm, have a strange look on my face, and then slap him with my other hand.
Nice.
Yep, he's still alive.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. Do you need a hand?
Ah!
Ah! Ha 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 ha!
That's funny. That's funny.
I yell out from around the corner, well, there's a crystalline hand right next to you. The pillar. The talon.
I want it.
There is that.
We'll take it. See if you can fuse it to yourself. I don't know how it's going to bend.
Are you
It's
gonna
also
take
about
it?
5 foot around.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll cut it down to size so it looks, appropriate and not like a boulder. So it looks like an arm and not a 5 foot around pillar.
I can help with that because I'm a jewel crafter.
Okay. Let's see your craftsmanship at work.
I mean, you could always pick a card, any card, and see if you grow an arm back.
Don't tease me. I will do it.
You're a bit rusty, Gargantius. It's been a while since you've done anything like that, so.
It had to be wisdom.
You're kind of like, crap. No, hang on. Nope.
He actually crafts the left arm.
Oh, I totally should have done that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Maybe Strife can make a right arm.
I will continue to use my my elemental mastery and shape the crystal as such into an arm of fitting proportions that does not bend.
Okay. All right. You
It has a challenge.
you shape it as needed, and you feel a tugging on it. Actually, after a fashion, you get to a point, and you feel it trying to pull out of your elemental grip, as it were. Or do you?
Okay.
Do you hold on to it, or do?
Like, which direction is it trying to go? Is it trying to go back into the crystal, the original crystal?
Where are you?
Let me position myself.
No. It's going to the north.
It seems to want you, Alafa. I will hang on to it until I'm done, though.
All right. When you finish, you release it from your grip, and it will actually drop to the ground, stand up on its fingers, and start skittering across the ground.
It's the thing.
Like the thing, except it's an entire arm. It will literally just right below Alafa and go, boom, and launch itself up off the ground and embed itself directly into your shoulder, Alafa. And there's this cold rising up you. But you master it mentally, put it in its place, as it were, and you kind of come to out of your brief little whiteout that you had just now, and look at your arm that you have now. You almost feel like it might be looking back at you.
I'm used to that.
Yeah.
My hand judging me for things I do.
Well, that just happened.
I don't want to hear about what you're doing where your hand is judging you. That's no. But on the plus side, both of you can feel like you have a stranger. So, just saying.
Ooh.
Now you have something more in common.
Is this where Alafa says, talk to the hand?
No. That's a Gargantius move.
Gargantius said that in character, and nobody laughed.
Tough crowd.
I also would like to take this time and pry into Pryor's mind and see what he is dreaming about.
Alright, as you're about to do this, you actually feel a subtle push in your mind. And at the same time, everybody else will have the same thing. Except probably Pryor. Since he is... Well, Pryor, can I get a Constitution saving throw? Alright. You do have at least one hit point, yes. Yeah. Okay.
29, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're good. You can come to at this point. You don't necessarily know what's going on. You're not really with it, but yeah. You're at least able to perceive what is about to happen. Everybody feels that subtle intrusion in your minds, and the a message that is spoken into each of your minds, and you all hear... let me see here, if I can remember the exact message. 2 arms, all report to Neverwinter Hall. The dead are rising in greater numbers, with a Death Knight at their lead. All help needed.
Knew we should have killed that guy.
Yeah. We can't get back, can we?
Well,
Also, we have a mission here.
As I hear that, I kind of come to for a moment and just say, druids, and then kind of go back to, yeah. And then, like, a couple seconds later, I kind of look at Gargantius, and I'm like, teleporty root magic, and I pass back out.
Oh. Well, we still need to fix the problem before we do that.
And what are you attempting to perceive, Mr. Palna?
apparently nothing.
Web of boots.
Web of boots. Those web boots.
Well, actually, so I was specifically looking to see if there's any secret doors, so I do have advantage. I don't know if 16's enough for that, though.
Root.
No doors, no. No. I mean, this is a very natural-looking cavern. There's absolutely nothing about this that looks constructed in any way, apart from whatever it was the priests were doing that got burned and destroyed.
The metal also got destroyed?
Yeah, it melted. It's still... I'm going to say that it's melty, but still has some solidity to it. Now, you did all get the revised loot list that I sent, right?
No.
I did not.
It's in Discord, guys.
It's in Discord, yeah. Let's take a look at that real quick. And if we need to, we can divvy that up. Well, and there's one of our former players in the chat. Welcome, Scarfino.
Hi, Bolt.
Scarfino.
What's up, Bolt?
Bolt. All right, so I did not put there, but are also important to note. They're not necessarily loots, but they are the holy symbols that each of these drow had. And so if you guys want, you can actually kind of do religion checks and all that.
So we can see what gods they represent.
Can someone give me an inspiration? Or someone...
I don't have any.
Do an inspiration when we're doing the check. This is
I'll give you
important.
one.
I'm guidancing
I
myself.
don't know where it went, but I gave you one.
Oh boy.
Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Oh, I see it.
Right on top of...
Somewhere.
Yeah, I got it. All right, so, Prior. You did hear him talk about Guanadar at the very end. No, who heard somebody say, was it you or somebody else? Was there when the priest...
Me. It was his last words.
Yeah, that was it, Guanadar. All right, and then you see... That kind of sparked a lot of thought and memory in your mind prior when you heard about that, and then you see the holy symbol, and you're like, ah, crap. It all starts kind of coming back to you. Guanadar is a god that was actually had more power in a few hundred years ago, and since has gone into reclusion for unknown reasons. Essentially, he is the god of oozes, slimes, jellies, outcasts, that sort of thing.
Abominations.
Not quite abominations. No, more specific. I will say with that ridiculous roll, that 25 as well, you will know. You've heard of Jubilex, one of the demon lords. Let's put it this way. Jubilex is an aspect of Guanadar. Okay? It's a piece of him. And you know Jubilex is no pushover. So, Guanadar is actually, was at one time a greater power. He actually lost a lot of power when he forsook Loth and the rest of the Underdark Pantheon. He used to live in the same plane as Loth. They used to work together on stuff, although he was clearly subservient to her, and he finally got sick of it and kind of broke off and did his own thing. And so he lost a lot of that stake, and you know he's been kind of quiet ever since. He's otherwise known as That Which Lurks, sometimes known as the Elder Eye, yada yada yada. He is venerated by a lot of those kind of oozy creatures, and you think, I'm going to say with a 25, you do know that in his history, he did actually take away the intelligence of pretty much all oozes and and slimes because they upset him, they pissed him off, and unfortunately it cost him a lot of his power. And a while back, he made an effort to actually push and give some specific oozes intelligence again. And that was a creature that was known as a guanodon. A guanodon.
All I could think of is guano from, sorry.
Or a gonodon.
Guano.
We always called them guan, but it could be gonodar, gonodon, etc., etc. And they are intelligent oozes, like intelligent like people are intelligent. Almost every gonodon has worships gonodar in some fashion. But you don't really know what they've been up to, and if they're working with drow, that could be interesting. You suspect there might be... It's pretty... I will say it wouldn't be difficult to also say that, you know, you guys are seeing a lot of oozing stuff lately, like the tree leaves and the deer baby, the foal that was born. It's all sliming and oozing, and if this guy is making some kind of move on the Tree of Life by sending priests...
I say let him have it.
Yeah, screw the tree. Let's go find the castle.
Yeah, let's go find my castle.
Have fun storming the castle. That's not true. He does have a castle somewhere. You've never been there.
No, I want to find it.
But it is infested by dangers, also.
Probably.
Yeah, but that's nothing new.
Yeah,
We cleared out a castle already. It was a ruined castle, but
it was goblins. They're like... They're not even... No. Okay. We need to get on track. That's loot.
So what's
that's
this?
story.
I pick up like this crystal that I don't know. I saw in the loot.
I'm gonna say that somebody with arcane ability. We'll say Palna. Palna sees some crystals that you kind of recognize. They're kind of giving off a bit of a aura. They're kind of resonating strongly. You think they might be very useful for some magic items. They could be repurposed into magic items. They seem to have some strong properties in that regard.
Okay, can I look at the crystals and see what kind of magic they may be giving off?
Anybody who
Yeah,
wants to
I'll pass
can.
them. I'll pass them to Alafa.
You both can roll Arcana on it.
I
Guidance to
certainly want
lawful.
to know.
Oh god, a natural
one.
one. It's still a 14.
It's still a natural one.
I'm gonna give Alafa one of my... Firefly gave me an inspiration. I'll give it to him. She said in chat. Take my
All the
inspiration.
boots
Go.
are wet.
Alright.
Okay. Okay. Well, technically,
The 3 is for
24.
Alafa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, theoretically, any part of one of these crystals that resonates, even if the pieces of the crystals are separated by a long distance, the other parts of the crystal will resonate in time and in tandem. So in other words, any vibrations that one picks up, if you break this crystal into multiple pieces and you vibrate one of them, all the others will vibrate the same way.
Is this for shared experiences or?
That's what helps.
Well, sound is a vibration.
Sending stone.
But you'll need somebody to actually fashion them into actual magic items to be really useful. Otherwise, they're just going to all hear everything everybody hears, and then it's just cacophonous and useless.
I don't know. I mean, I would put that in someone's pocket.
So there you go.
Cool. Alafa, if you want to hold on to these.
Okay. I mean, I think we should each take one and we can signal each other if we get in trouble.
Yeah. I don't know if I want you to be able to get a hold of me 24/7 though.
I'll like just put one in my pocket whatever.
All right, fine. I'll take it. Fine.
Yes.
You used to call me on my. What is
On my
what
crystal?
Are these stones called? Sounding. He used to call me on my sounding stone.
All right. Hang on. All right. All right. So now what? You got that? You got that cry for help from Neverwinter. Your Dark Knight. Your Dark Knight. Batman. Your Death Knight friend appears to have broken free from his confines and is making an assault on the city. And at the same time, you guys are not rested. You are not looking so great.
Also, do we know that we've solved the problem killing that thing that was on the roots?
Oh, you're also
Like,
down.
maybe there's more.
Yeah, we have no idea at this point.
Yeah.
Let's go deeper.
I want to ask our druid friend if she can sense the corruption or plague in these tree roots the same way that she could in ours.
She's pretty much been watching all of this silently, with no small amount of stress and worry, and, well, no, let me phrase that a little bit differently. She is freaking the fuck out. Everything that's happened, Lost Ronaldo, the Yoklol, the arm switcheroo with the crystal thing, literally the thing attaching to his arm. She is not well, and you are, yeah, you're gonna have to get her attention. You slap her.
Yeah, hey, Shakira, hey, pay attention.
What? What's going on?
Are you alright? You doing alright?
No. What?
I want your help with something. Can you help us out?
Yeah, okay.
I want you to... There's some tree roots around the corner. I wanted to see if you could help us and see if you see the same type of plague that we talked about before.
Okay.
Would you be able to do that?
Yeah. Lead the way.
I cast calm emotions on her because she's annoying me.
Truly spoken like someone who cares.
And okay.
Well, I have it prepared. It's a second level spell slot.
And
I just don't have
apparently, Pryor now has a little bit of a Laffa in him. Apparently. Hashtag romance.
I was expecting Alafa to cast his hideous laughter.
I'm saving that.
Oh my god.
All right, so
calm yourself. That's literally all I say is calm yourself.
I don't think. I think if it's a willing target, I don't think there's any roll needed. So
There's no will no matter what. Oh, it's charisma save. Charisma save. There is range charisma save. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, if it's a willing target, then yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it. She will. Right. Lead the way. Good to keep my mind off things.
Sorry, is Pryor conscious now then? Is that
In and out.
Too?
Just imagine me in and out.
He's conscious, but he's
every
not
Wednesday night, I
necessarily.
imagine that.
He's not necessarily here. All the time.
Can I do something while you guys are going to investigate the tree?
Sure.
Pryor should still have that potion of called
The superior healing that you gave me?
yeah, potion of superior healing. I don't believe
Yeah.
you use that, right? It's on your person.
No, sir. Do you want it back?
I was actually going to use it on you. Like, to
Okay.
prop you up and feed it to you. And hopefully
Will
to bring you
do.
to and
Well-
replenish your health.
Theoretically, he might heal himself, although it'd use slots. I'm just saying because those are expensive. That's the only reason I'm saying that.
Let me do this real quick. But I'll do... Because I have something I don't have to use for. Alright. La-da-dee. So I'm back up to half health.
50.
Well, it can't heal past half your max.
Oh.
So you could give him
Powerful, huh?
you could give him a normal healing potion.
I'll take a normal one. I have one.
All right.
So he can grab one off my person.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm back at 39.
Polna gives him that administration of his bedside manner.
Laying on the charm.
He takes a dagger and he basically pours the potion down the blade of the dagger into his mouth. That's the Polna method of medicating.
Okay, good. I was thinking if I fumbled and dropped the dagger.
Sword swallowing. Polna style. He makes other people swallow it. Alright, so... Awesome. So you can heal from the healing potion. And she is analyzing the tree. She says that she can feel the... Wolf is now rock hard. Handing she can feel the corruption there, but it's actually fleeing. So it feels like this was the source and it's been cut off. And so it's still kind of flowing out, but once it's done flowing out, then it's done.
Oh, good. And that means we found the source, and eventually this will solve itself as it courses through.
More or less. I mean, it might not reverse anything that's already transpired.
Right.
But it should prevent further mutation, as it were.
All right, good deal. And one more question, if you will. Through these routes, are you able to sense if they lead back, eventually to the material plane, or is it pretty much just here in the mineral plane?
Is she able to sense that?
Yeah.
That's gonna take a roll on her part.
Q taking away levels.
She is giving levels to give Gargantius a inspiration.
Woohoo!
No, nobody else can give Gargantius one for the night. Alright, so... Not from levels. So... I'm sorry, I got distracted by that. What was the question?
I want to know if she can sense if these routes travel back to the material plane.
Ah, okay. So... Kind of? She feels like they do and they don't at the same time.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Would it be possible to signal the druids of the Enclave from here through the routes? I know it's asking for a tall order.
Theoretically, a signal could be sent with... I believe at least one of you has a message spell or a sending spell or something like that. You don't need the roots for that. Right? That spell works across planes, does it not?
Well, we're trying to conserve spell slots as well. If
Well,
we're
fair enough.
Gonna be
But then how would you send a message?
With Tim.
Tim's not here.
Tim's not here.
Well,
Tim would
Paul,
have
no,
to
what
be.
the fuck?
Tim would have to.
Why did you bring Tim?
Shut
Tim
up.
got lost.
Oh wait, Strife, send your water skin back through.
It hates us though.
Back through what? The portal? You mean the place we can't get to?
Well, we just have
On
to
the
think
other
about
one.
where it's at.
I'm pretty sure that didn't work.
Did we try?
Yeah. We haven't tried this time, but we tried at the beginning when we got here.
We cut off the corruption. We can potentially come back here. We need to head back to the positive plane. Think portal. Hopefully the portal's still open and get back. If she's not willing to try to teleport or root magic us to quote Gargantius out of here, she might not even have the ability. We need to get to the material plane.
Yeah, that was the goal.
We're
To
wasting
send,
time.
to send a message to the other druids that are opening the portal to see if they could, send the portal here to us.
I mean,
I don't know if we can get back to the original portal.
Survival check. Can we get back to the original portal?
Survival or Arcana.
Wait, I have an inkling that
Prior
It's
happened.
funny. No. Literally, what happens is Alafa's arm, which is my right arm now, hits my left arm.
Just, ah, what did you do that for? All right, so you are certain it's because you're actually in a different, like you're down here. You're actually technically in a different plane. You can't plane or travel from plane to plane by thought. If you get back outside, theoretically, you think it will work.
Guys, we gotta go.
Okay.
Wait a second.
We're wasting time.
if this was the place where the priest guy was doing his business, wouldn't there be another room where they like did other stuff or like kept their precious things?
We
need to leave.
cares?
Yeah.
The world or the region is in danger. Who the fuck cares about loot?
Well, we can get out in a second. All you have to do is think cave mouth, step outside, and then
It is
teleport.
like an 8-hour trek to get out or something. Remember, we traveled in here for a long time.
Yeah, but
And we're-
Yeah, but we
how
can
time
think
works in this
cave
place.
mouth. That's the beginning of
Not here. This is a different plane. This is not the positive. This is material.
Do we know how time
Yeah, but-
works here?
what I'm saying is that cave mouth is in the same plane as this plane. So if we would think the mouth of this cave, we would get out to the mouth of it.
Yeah, but what he's saying
Yeah.
is that kind of travel doesn't work here.
That's what I'm saying. We are on a
It doesn't
different
work
plane.
here. It only works on the plane we were on before we got here.
Oh, so only on the positive. So we can't do that on a different
Yeah.
plane.
So we need to find the exit.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I
we
can.
Okay, thank God. I don't know what was going on.
Alright.
I was saying, does time work the same in these planes as it does?
Roll an Arcana check. Oh man,
I mean, I was asking these guys.
I eagerly await the day when your boots are dry. I mean, your luck isn't your luck.
Arcana.
Your luck is like my. When I first started playing D&D, I rolled like you roll every night. I don't know what it is.
If I had to do a backflip and climb a wall to figure out how time works in this plane, I would nail it, no problem.
All right.
Have to be dumb as the post.
So you don't know. You ask the others. You can roll Arcana check.
I mean, I
Survival
feel
check.
like it wouldn't.
Apparently, I can't tell.
Yeah. I think
I'm looking at my arm. I'm like, I don't even have a watch.
Gargantia says, "Why are you asking me?"
For the love of God, could one of the magic people roll an Arcana check? One of you.
The magic people are you and Alafa. I'm the diviner.
I'm not. I have no magic anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Party trick.
My
Party trick.
my added is 1.
There, I don't know.
Prime rolls a
Sorry.
3. What?
It might be different. Maybe you're not certain.
We're wasting time. Can we please head back? I'm tired. I'm in a lot of pain still. We need to at least, please. And I just start moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a mental note of this and remind myself to do a terrible prank on Pryor later.
All right. I'm not gonna make you guys
So-
move back through the tunnels. That's fine. You can make your way back the way you came, and
Fine.
luckily you will not
Sweet.
be stopped or accosted by anything else on your way out.
So on the
Wait.
is
Wait. Oh yeah.
Shakira still out
hang
of
on.
it?
Hang on. Sorry, I missed a couple
Let
things.
them figure it out, Q.
But why that last thing that you sent me?
Because the last thing I said at the end of last D&D. I'm getting this one way or another. Whether they remember or not.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
That's unfortunate. I do.
I don't know what we're talking
getting
about.
it.
This is awesome.
We'll just figure out if anybody else remembers.
So, but no. Okay, so I got you're gonna do that. That
I mean,
action.
I've already did.
Yeah.
All this was going on.
Okay. I should probably require perception checks and a stealth check from you.
Why a stealth check?
Well, I assume you're being surreptitious.
You have advantage on stealth checks.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know
I'm
why.
not
I would
there
do a
to
stealth check.
perceive. Am I there to perceive or not, Q? Is this when I moved already?
You can, but you have disadvantage. I'm gonna say prior until you get a long rest, you have the status effect poisoned.
Gosh. Oh.
You have disadvantage on all
Roll twice
attacks
for me.
and ability checks. Okay, yeah, clearly. All right, so that's
I'm not even going to bother.
okay. So yes, you did that, and now they're all leaving, and now you're. Why are you passed out?
I was taking a long rest.
With that having just happened.
Yes. Due to the shock and the adrenaline pumping, the adrenaline came down. Now I'm tired and sleepy. Plus, I need my 8 hours so I can get my
4
my staff
hours.
charges
You're,
back.
For the record, I am not the one splitting the party. Okay, I just.
Oh
wanna
no,
make
I
sure we
completely
establish that.
understand. I
For
completely
everybody.
understand, Q. I got you.
Okay.
Wait. He's sleeping?
is Shakira still out of it, by the way? Like while we're like leaving?
She's doing better now. She got some magical attentions from prior, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, get a prior with my hand. Hopefully with my hand.
with your hand.
Nice.
Let's
I
see.
do notice Pryor cups himself a lot more now.
and guys in the chat, be sure you're using an @Q or an or WeBadAtGames or something to get my attention if you need to. On D&D nights, I tend to focus on the game and not so much on the chat. So I appreciate your help in that
Wonderful.
regard. As for where is it? I know Snowliger can. Snowliger is actually, he's asking if he can fudge it so that to figure what out. Snowliger. Okay, well,
I
we're
think he's
waiting.
talking about time.
About the time? Yeah, probably. Okay. But yeah, I believe it's at Snowliger's level. Okay, so now you guys are heading out. You don't notice for some time that Alafa is not with you. Okay, he does want to give that to Stryth or Palmer or somebody so that they know, yes, time does run differently. And because it's a crit, I will tell you that it is not consistent either. Depending on the flow of magic, depending on the tide of reality, as it were, any given plane can run at different speeds at different times.
Has a day passed?
For you guys, probably yes. But yeah, but you don't know how long that's been on the outside. Could be 5 minutes, could be 5 days. You don't know.
Has 4 hours passed in here since our conversation about the magical crystals that vibrate?
No.
Okay. How long has passed?
An hour. But
it's very relevant information.
As you guys are reaching the well, no, I'm sorry. As you guys are about, because as you recall, it takes a couple hours for you to actually get this far into this tunnel. After about 30 minutes, one of you will realize, I don't care who, that Alafa is not with you.
I'm gonna panic. I panic. He's my bro. Like, what the?
He does this a lot. Like, he'll just show up eventually.
I mean, if he fell asleep, I didn't know that was an option. I would have opted to stay with him. I'm just saying.
Are you sleeping buddies?
We don't even know if he's still here. He just disappears.
Yeah, you're not certain what happened. You're not certain if he fell asleep. You don't know. You just realize, oh shit, where the hell is he? Because you
Fucking blowing another spell slot, sending to Alafa. Where are you?
Do I even get that while I'm asleep?
Yeah, how does that work when I
Yes.
sleep? Yeah, okay. So.
It ding.
Really?
You have mail.
It's like a cell phone.
Could just vibrate the crystals you all have.
We didn't Arcana check them to know that.
Yeah, we did.
Or I didn't.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't.
did. But I don't know how they work yet, as Gurgurentius.
Yeah. Okay.
And you actually have one solid piece of crystal right now. It is not split up.
Oh,
I thought we
so it's
split
in
it.
my pocket?
Sure.
I will say that whoever actually did the well, you could theoretically do that. You think it might work better as a magic item if you don't split it, if you let a gem cutter do it, but theoretically it would still
So,
work.
who's the second person out of that list?
Second person out of the list would be Alafa.
Alafa has it.
No, I already sent the sending, so it's too late.
Bong.
Sorry.
So it's been an hour and a half. I hate you guys so much.
He doesn't get his 8 hours in.
Just need my 4. Just need 4 hours.
Does that mean you have to
You don't
like sleep again?
recharge
for
your
8?
staff on a
No, I
long
know.
rest.
But time changes here, which is what I'm hoping for.
Dawn doesn't necessarily exist in this plane either. And you would
We don't know
that.
We don't know that.
I know.
Are you guys having
You know
this
what, man.
this bromance?
Yes,
argument
it's a
over
Yeah, I'm
Standing
yelling at him,
conversation.
standing right next to
We
him.
are
yelling at him.
really angry at each other.
I'm gonna slap him with my crystalline arm.
Amazing.
Fine.
No, just shut up and
I
get a room
take-
already. God.
I take it.
I'm jealous. You want in on this? Make a character. Make a character.
Are we on the
Q can be
positive?
Ronaldo.
I can't hear this, right? This is just like
This is just between me and Pryor.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're basically doing 25 words
glance
back and
over.
forth.
I glance over and Pryor is like doing this weird thing with his face where he's like kind of angry, passive aggressive, but he's not saying anything. And so I'm not
just
gonna
making
say anything, but I'm just
expressions.
kind of confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know what? I'm gonna give everybody for the role playing and stuff today. I'm gonna give everybody an experience, or I'm sorry, inspiration. This has been great. I haven't done enough of that lately. All right, so now what?
We're on the positive plane? Yes, please?
Not
Say yes?
yet.
Motherfucker.
Let's
Okay,
move faster.
okay.
You could
go.
do that. You could do that, but you gotta figure out Alafa. I mean, if you want
I
to
already
keep on
caught up
moving.
to Prior.
Huh? You what?
I already caught up to Prior.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
How?
I moved.
How?
I got up and I walked.
They're an hour ahead of you.
Yeah, that's how long it took for you to explain what was going on.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
Time flows differently in game and OOC.
I'm gonna reach through this camera and punch you. That's what's gonna happen.
Do it. Can you do other things if you reach through the camera? Like, can you not
I'm
punch
a
me?
DM.
Can we discuss? Can I roll for this? Can I roll to see what I get?
Okay. So, what I need to know is, are you waiting for Alafa or not?
I'm not.
I'm gonna kill Gargantius.
Gargantius is
Well, the
not.
thing is, Gargantius knows Alafa disappears, and you know, sometimes that's the thing he does. So, like,
I've disappeared once.
You've done it on more than one occasion. So, for him, he's figured out that you'll just show up.
I can't leave him behind. I will wait for him at the mouth of the cave because I know he can get through. I've seen his magic work.
Prior has no option but to wait, as his other arm is not cooperating with the rest of his body.
Pretty much. Like, every now and then while we're having the sending communication, my hand reaches over and just slaps me. It's like, what the heck?
That's dedication. You actually slapped yourself.
Okay. Gargantius, you guys reach the mouth of the cave. He says, I'm going to go take off ahead, scout ahead, and he disappears before anybody can say anything. Because that's Gargantius. Gargantius, you arrive at the portal.
Alright.
You arrive and see in front of you, the portal is there, but beyond, inside, you see a wall of green scales and one very large eye looking through the portal. It sees you, there's a slight movement, and instantly the portal vanishes.
Okay.
You then hear a voice in your mind. I just wanted you to know who it was who fucked you over. And it's the voice.
It's the giant green dragon.
It's the green... No, not the giant one. The one you guys tried to enslave.
Oh, the one we gave the keep? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we did it. I wouldn't say tried.
Well, yeah. But the portal is gone.
Oh,
And
we're stuck here.
apparently he was there on the other side.
Damn. So, like, I'm smashing my, like, I'm punching the floor, like, damn it. I need to tell the others.
Are you blinking back?
Yeah, I'll blink back to the mouth of the cave and wait for everyone to come out.
Alright, Prior, you were about to do your sending when he bamps right back in front of you.
Oh,
Can I just say, Jack, that the next best thing to DM, forcing Prior to just mindless spell slots.
at the end of the day, it's gonna ruin y'all's lives, not mine.
Gargantius, you bamf back. What do you say? What do you do?
Baby green dragon! Just close the portal on us. We are stuck here.
What do you mean? How do you know? What? What happened?
I got to the portal, and I basically saw him in his green dragon form, and he closed the portal and sent a message to me saying, I just want to let you know who screwed you guys over. And he laughed.
Fuck.
I'm not saying
Um,
I don't believe you, Gargantius. But you sure you just didn't screw something up and close the portal? And then a story just to
Do
tell
I
us?
look like a mage that knows how to close and open portals?
I'm just saying. Alright, if you're telling me that's the truth, I'll believe you.
On Bolt's grave.
Accept that as fact.
Alright. Intelligence check. You all do what you need to do. I have a plan. Y'all do what you need to do. I'm gonna whisper Q.
Previously, when we were on the positive plane here, you said it looked like we were standing on top of the tree. Did you say something like that, or am I remembering wrong?
On the side of the tree. Yeah,
side of the tree.
But at the entrance to the cave, however, it is more like the where the tree meets the ground.
Okay. And as we look around, or as we've been traveling here, have we seen any changes in the ground as it would be that we're walking on that would be like the corruption ending or receding?
Anything that you can feel?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, but you couldn't really feel it before.
Actually, for the sake of people being able to hear on the stream, I'm not going to type it. Q, with that religion check, would I have any inkling of an idea of... Could I divine intervention potentially to have Lathander step in and bamf us out of this plane back to the material, preferably, I don't know, at Thundertree?
That is certainly a possibility.
Okay. While everyone's trying to figure stuff out, I just start... I draw, a very elaborate, detailed sun in the sand, dirt, whatever. Actually, before I do that, I ask Strife, can you flat? I need a flat. Yes, there's a tree. I understand. I need flat, flat Earth, please.
Flat Earth. Okay.
Yes. Sandy, flat Earth, and then I am depicting my best homage to the actual holy symbol of Lathander in the dirt. And basically, where's my macro? Mother truck. I say, we have to get out of here. Please, Lathander. We can't be trapped here. Hey, it worked. We got a 7.
Very nice.
10 or lower, it worked. I got a 7.
Okay, that was an important check, clearly. Especially as you're asking for intercession, you're realizing that the spell, the positive plane protection spell that had been placed on you guys, was only like a 48-hour affair. And when that wore off, yeah, you guys should have had enough time to go in and go out and do your thing, but yeah, that would have been.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit a macro.
That's right.
Sorry.
All right.
I accidentally.
So you will all feel something, a shifting in the ground beneath you. You all feel a change in the air. Alafa isn't actually here yet. He's still catching up, but you feel it too.
Okay.
So there is a slight lifting. All of you kind of feel like your feet come off the ground ever so slightly. And then there is this feeling as if something is not literally, but the metaphysical feeling of something grabbing your legs and trying to pull you back down. And there's this, you all feel this kind of warring battle of strength. Something is trying to prevent this divine intervention from happening. But ultimately, it seems as though, because it is on the positive plane, Lathander of all gods has the benefit. It would not be an automatic success. In fact, you would probably be at a disadvantage because whatever is trying to stop you is putting its all into preventing this. And
You tell me Lathander would put his all on.
you don't understand. You don't understand. No. Lathander would not put his all into anything like that. It is a huge, ballsy, risky, dangerous thing for a god to extend themselves out like that, outside of their power, outside of their place, because they become vulnerable. And that is a very dangerous thing for a god. So Lathander didn't have to do that. Whatever else, if it was like a godlike power, which is pretty much what you would need to prevent this sort of thing, you would need a godlike power to stop a divine intervention, then yes, that's the winning thing. I do, however, need each of you. Okay. I need each of you to roll a D10. And don't roll a 1.
Well, now you tell me.
Who's left?
Okay. All right. Each of you feel as though that thing that is grasping at you, as a last-ditch desperation attempt, will also attempt to invade each of you somehow. You feel this unclean presence pushing your way, pushing its way alongside your very soul, brushing aside it with this unclean feeling that makes you all want to just kind of retch. And it can't seem to get a grip, it can't seem to attach, and you all pull free of it, leaving it behind. And there is essentially like columns of light extending down, each of you being picked up and whisking away. I kind of envision it like Power Rangers, except all the same color instead of like blue, black, red, yellow, and pink. Although you could do that theoretically, but yes.
Yeah, no, we could. We could buy our character bus by the artwork.
We're all colors.
Yeah,
that's true. All right, so Paulnut is relieved he said soul. Oh, you wouldn't be if you knew. Anyway, so let's see. You guys have gotten free, and you asked to be sent where prior? Or did you ask?
I said somewhere safe, preferably Thundertree.
Okay.
I can't give real details with this. It's like, help, please. Send us somewhere safe. I don't,
All right.
I can't be like, send me a legion of angels to fight the demons. I can't do that.
All right. So, yes, you will all wink back into existence, and each of you will be present on the platform, as it were, where the at the top of Thundertree, the very top, the 10,000-foot high invisible platform that you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, through the hole.
So you all kind of come into existence there. It's actually lightning strikes all hit at once, and you each appear where one of the lightning bolts lands.
Okay.
Strife, you feel a
Home sweet
buzzing
home.
in your pants.
Ooh, love me some buzzing in my pants.
Quick, Strife, dump the water out and try to harness this energy.
You say that and you hear, "Oh, hell no," from his pouch. Alright, so, you have all appeared. What are you doing?
We need to get down and fast.
Okay. Where are you going? You're there.
We need to get to
You've arrived.
Neverwinter, right?
I'm gonna need some help getting down. I am quite literally on my last legs right now, guys. I'm exhausted.
So, do you not want to go to Neverwinter? Are you not in the shape to go?
I would literally be useless. I want to go. Yes. I cannot do anything.
That's understandable.
Like, the thing that just happened doesn't happen. You have to understand that, Grant is. And I basically fall
I
to my
mean,
knees and I'm exhausted.
everything feels like magic to me, so I kind of, I don't know. We're here, yay. Do we want to go without Prior, or do we want to wait until he's fully rested? I know it's kind of like a state of emergency situation going on.
Also, Shakira's with us. Shakira, do you have to go back and check on your enclave?
I have to report what happened to Ronaldo, but if what you say is true, Gargantius, and the dragon was there, I am also fearing for their well-being. I know there were some very powerful people there, but I can't help but be concerned.
I'd be careful if you're gonna go, because that dragon does not mess around. So don't get spotted.
Guys, didn't we do something previously where we had a platform? I can't remember if it was me that was floating on it. No, it was Prior. We had Prior floating on platform. Was that something I did?
I flew down.
That was something
Well,
I did.
Remember you had the 10 stars floating disc or whatever it's called, scroll, and then
Damn, it's gone.
when
Okay.
we hit the, that room with the crystal, which by the way Strife reactivated, now was gonna be a problem now.
Yep.
It disappeared.
Oh.
So,
So, but we know how to deal with the trap. We just magic, disactivate it and go.
Speaking of which, before we leave, I do want to take that crystal with me, since the corruption
I have
is going to
break
solve itself.
the again?
What?
Do you know how much of a pain it was to like break that trap?
Just take everything metal off you. You're not naked under that metal, are you?
No.
All right, what's happening? You're gonna go get your crystal. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We'll disarm it so everyone can go,
Paul, no, what are
go
you
through
doing?
with all their belongings.
well, I guess we're at the tree. Have we running in anything on the way down, or can I just say we've gone back down?
Are you going to head? Are you planning on heading to Neverwinter immediately? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, actually, I'd like to stop into my place of being and grab a few of my things.
Okay. All right, you can do that.
What time of day is it or night is it? Please tell me it's night.
Somebody roll a D. Oh, hang on.
Wait,
That's not what I was gonna ask, actually.
Way to waste your natural roll.
Yeah. Way to waste the 4. All right. It is 5 a.m. So dawn.
Just what Alapa's hoping for.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
What's happening? Somebody do something.
How taxed am I, Q? From everything.
You're actually your strength has been improving as you've gone, and actually the sight of dawn and the power of it is actually, you feel moment by moment your strength returning to a point. I'm gonna say that you are temporarily, you are at, let's say, actually give me a d4.
I'll roll it. It's mine. Okay.
Nope, never mind. I stopped.
Hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and throw that down. All right, so you are at half. You are temporarily at half your hit dice, but no longer poisoned status effect. You're able to function normally. Your reserves are depleted. If not for getting that arm transplant, you would be a lot worse off. If not for the divine intervention, you would be a lot worse off.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Arm
too.
transplant. Jeez.
Fuck it.
So where am I?
It's.
You are now
You're
on the
with us
top.
on the tr-
Yeah, you're at the top of the tower, the Thundertree, in the not the tower, the invisible platform above the clouds.
Yeah, but where am I on the screen?
Oh yeah, you're not on the screen. Huh.
Oh, yeah, you must have been gone that day.
No, I
Stop
was
being
here that
gone.
day.
There you go.
It's dawn. I'm feeling a little bit
Yeah,
less cranky, less grouchy, and fine. Let's go.
You're heading. Oh, don't need the druid guy anymore. You're heading off to Neverwinter. All of you.
Do we feel like that's a good idea? I think we should have that conversation.
I think we should head there.
I don't think there will be a conversation with Pryor, as that will be what he is drawn to.
All right, Paulina, you head on down to gather your belongings out of your room, and as you're doing so, putting things away, getting things, putting them in your pack, you realize Tem is nowhere around.
He's dead.
I figured he was just out eating. Like,
It is 5
mice or
a.m.
something gross.
Yeah, sure.
Finding a new demon.
Gotta get that demon booty.
All right. Alafa, were you doing anything in particular, or are you just gonna get ready to head out with everybody else?
I'm going to go back to my little hut real fast and just see the altar that I made and remember all the horrible, horrible things I've done, and scoff and then walk away.
Nice.
Gargantius, how about you?
While I'm in my room, gathering my things, I'll, just like I'm talking to almost like no one, but I'm holding the amulet and saying, I hope we make it out of this alive, and maybe we'll meet again.
All right. Pryor.
I don't have time to rest. If everyone's doing whatever they're doing, I go to my Shrine of Lathander. I pray to him, thanking him, asking for strength. Is Dawnbringer doing anything? Like, if I grab Dawnbringer, what does he say?
You cannot. You have not heard its voice since. You still feel the power. You still feel its approval. You just don't hear a voice.
Okay. All right.
It strikes
Well,
you
I
odd,
wait.
but-
I wait for everyone to be ready to go, and I'm ready. I'm not going to be very useful, but I'm ready.
All right, you guys are heading out. Actually, I need a D4, please.
Can I use my old one?
Nope, sorry, but there's a 4 anyway, so there you go. All right, so you're all gathered up. You're heading down to the. Well, how are you going to get there? Are you going to ride?
By
We're going to
horse.
have to take horses, yeah.
Okay, so you've gathered at the base, your kind of makeshift stables that are there in the base of the tree. Actually, beneficially for the horses, when the gash was cut in the tree, it kind of expanded out the space for the stables. Like now they have a bit more like open air. So
Now they have shelter.
they were fine with it. So, and actually, I will say this, for those of you who may actually pay attention, you kind of, as you look up, you can see the gash. You can see there is a very slight motion of the tree itself.
What do you mean by motion? I'm sorry.
The cut wood seems to be growing back.
Heyo.
Good.
Is there any sap coming out of it?
No.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. Sorry, no maple syrup for you.
That is exactly why I asked that question.
You were hoping for some Thundertree bacon, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, maple bacon.
Maple bacon. Oh.
All right, so you've all gathered and you're saddling up your horses, and in will walk Fingers. He steps into the stables and says, "What are you? Oh, whoa! When did you guys get back? What the hell's going on?"
Like a few minutes ago. We need to get to Neverwinter like now.
You guys do not look good. What? Why do you need to head to Neverwinter? What happened? Shouldn't you like rest or
because
something?
the undead are like destroying the place, and
Yes,
don't worry about
right.
Thundertree. We fixed it.
You fixed it. You fixed it.
Yeah.
What did you fix?
The thing that was dying. Whatever. Just go check the gash in the tree. You'll see what we mean.
Cute. Question. How long by horse would it take to get to...
Oh, we've done this
Neverwinter?
before.
day.
It's not very far. I
No,
know
it's not very far. I think we said it was 20 miles. Like it's
less than a day. So
Yeah.
it's like 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours of travel if they're going at
yeah,
speed.
yeah.
Guys, honestly, I don't know how useful I'm going to be. If you want to ride ahead, go. You have Lathander's blessing. You have my protection. Go. I will go. I will explain everything I can to Fingers. I need to recover.
Can I get a
cannot
little
accompany.
more? You guys have been gone for 2 weeks.
Mother. I facepalm.
No, I'm sorry. Let me. Now, yeah, 2 weeks. We'll go 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
That makes sense because it took a while to get to the Druid Enclave, and then
Yeah.
plus.
It did take exactly. It took you 5 days travel.
But
You
we
didn't
were
let Tim
not
start
there
that, did you?
for-
What'd you say?
I'm asking if he let Tim starve to death. Now I'm starting to be a little more concerned. No,
Tim?
no, it's
Tim
been
can
2
feed
weeks.
himself.
No, yeah, Tim. What do you?
He's smart.
I know he's smart,
But he's still
but you
dumb.
see the way you see the way he hangs around the tavern all the time.
I don't keep
know,
anybody-
I know you feed him.
What? No, Tim's fine.
Moment of clarity, I look at Paulna and I'm like, the Death Knight knows Tim. Tim is either running for his life or going to the source to try to help. One or the other.
He's an owl. I mean,
He is also the consciousness of a incredibly powerful aspect of knowledge who is responsible in some way.
He's running for his life. Gotcha.
Go, y'all go. I will stay with Fingers and catch him up, and I will be on your trail.
I'll extend my hand to Pryor, give him a handshake, and then set off.
Be safe.
All right. The four of you ride out. Pryor, what are you doing? You're gonna go back to your...
I need to pass out, and I also need to inform Fingers of everything that has happened. So while I have enough energy to be conscious, I will go with Fingers to the conference room, and I will tell him about the druids, about the orc druid, about the dwarven druid, about going through the portal, going to the positive plane, tracking the drow through the caverns, interrupting the summoning, or not interrupting, witnessing the summoning. Michael was there, except in his true form. The Guanadar is involved, and I will explain to him who Guanadar is, the whole shebang, to the point of exhaustion, and then I will pass out. And I will actually ask him what has happened in the past 2 weeks here. What's been going on here? Have you gotten word from anyone? Have you heard anything about... I mean, you seem surprised about the Neverwinter situation. Like,
they don't talk to us. What are you talking about?
Why are they talking to us? They have senders to... They have whisperers that send us messages, apparently. Oh, man.
Yeah, like they'd send that to me.
Yeah, I know. Hey, have you heard word from Stud Beefcake? I mean, he's your brother, right? Or your best friend. He's in Netherwood. How did
the dwarf? Remember the dwarf from Neverwinter?
Our
the
bartender friend.
Yeah, the dwarf bartender.
Huh.
The right-hand man of Fingers.
The one who introduced us to Fingers.
I'm
but
shocked
he came here to live, didn't he?
No. He's still at Neverwinter as far as we knew.
I thought he was your contact remaining in Neverwinter.
Maybe Q the DM said that? Let me see. So, yeah, we'll run with that. That's fine. I honestly thought like he had come out to the tree because they were such good friends, but maybe that was just not something we never clarified. Or maybe we did and I've forgotten. But either case, we'll run with it. He says no. I haven't heard anything. Sorry, I don't know what. If there's something going on there, I'm really quite surprised that he wouldn't have said something.
Do you want to return? I know you're not necessarily liked there, but he is your friend.
I got a responsibility here, and right now, that responsibility means making sure you get enough rest. But I gotta look after this place. I put the call out to try and get some people here to help defend while you guys were out, and nobody showed up.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so conversation aside, I will, right before I go to my place to crash, I'm going to Lily's to make sure the baby's okay.
Alright, hang on 1 second. Stop.
Then I'm going. Okay.
Stop. Wolf, as far as I'm concerned, you guys rode off.
I'm gonna come back because I have like this weird feeling that there's something's not being explained to us that probably should have been.
So you just turn around and not say anything to the others?
I'm not saying anything to the others yet. I'm gonna telepathically let them know that I'm going back to Thundertree.
That's an improvement.
I'll be right back. Isn't it? Isn't it? I'm gonna let them know. I'll catch up with them.
Becoming responsible. Our little boys growing up.
Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna let them know that I feel like something's off and I'm going back.
And then there were 3.
Are you guys gonna wait for him, or are you gonna head on out?
Well, he told us to keep going.
All right, there you go.
But it's still your choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
He's not the boss of you.
My mage hand says
All
differently.
right, let's. Well, we're not still riding while we're having this conversation. So, do you guys think we should stay and wait for the other 2?
All right, so while they're figuring
No.
that out, Alafa, you head back. What are you doing?
I'm going to
'Cause
find Fingers.
Fingers
and
is
I'm
walking
going to
Prior
ask-
up. You can look up. You can see up on the tree that, as a matter of fact, he's walking him alongside one of the walkways, taking Prior back to Prior's place so he can get some rest.
All right, so he's walking Prior back right now.
Yeah.
All right, I got. How far up is he?
Do you want to come up here?
How far, like height-wise?
Yeah, height wise.
You know what? Let's say 50 yards. 150 feet.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast fly on myself
Okay.
and just fly up there, so I don't have
Just
to walk.
launching up there.
Yep, just launching up there.
All right. So you do that, and Prior, you will see, along with Fingers, you'll both see Alafa. He's now like flying up towards you guys. And
What are you doing?
Once I land, I'm going to try and I'm gonna talk to Fingers and be like, Fingers, I need to know exactly what's going on. I feel like you're hiding something from me.
All right. Okay. What are you talking about? Why would I be hiding something from you?
I'm gonna raise my hand in a very threatening manner, my
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
crystalline
whoa,
hand.
Okay, come on. Whoa. Okay, that's new. What? Are you okay? You guys look like really beat the hell up. And now what's this? You've got different arms, each of you.
It's not. That has nothing to do with what I asked.
Look.
With
I have had a hellish 2 weeks, okay? Trying to make sure that this is protected and prepared for anything that could go down, especially with all the crazies that are out there right now. Okay. Give me 1 second. Hang on. I think that's a close one. Sorry.
What are you doing down there? While you're down there, Kyo, I got a few ideas.
Okay. Reroll, Prior. Reroll.
coming right up.
Okay, yeah, something's weird. He is hiding something.
I take my Alafa arm.
Is that what we're calling it?
You love arm.
And again, I'm much taller than him, and place it on his shoulder. And be like, I trusted you, so I didn't think anything of it. But if Alafa says something's wrong, you're hiding something. And I squeeze just a little bit.
Okay, it's Tim, alright? It's Tim. He flew off. I didn't want to worry you guys. You clearly had bigger and better things on your mind, but he started, like,
Did he say?
yelling at me and then just flew off. About a day ago.
Direction.
I'm not certain. He flew out of the room. I think he went out over east. You guys aren't. I'm gonna say your part of your roles are still carrying through. He's still not telling the whole truth. But
Part of our role is still carrying through?
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, I should be making you roll again.
I'll roll again.
Insight and persuasion. What do you want?
I'm going to grab him by the
Insight.
throat and push him up against the tree. You want insight from me too?
Well, if you're trying to do intimidation, that's different.
Yeah, I'm doing intimidation right now.
Okay. And then what are you doing, Prior? That's another.
While he's intimidating,
Holy hot
I
damn.
will.
I'm going to give that inspiration to Prior, by the way.
I will insight. Thank you, buddy. 21 insight, 26 intimidation.
All right. So I'm going to say that because of this, you guys will actually get to roll initiative. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to do this much longer. For those of you who aren't actually here at the moment.
Yeah, sorry guys, didn't think this was gonna actually turn out like that.
No, it's fine.
I didn't think it was
going to
turn out
while
like
we
this.
were waiting to decide. We
haven't decided to leave or go yet.
I've convinced the group to set up camp.
Cool, great.
We're frying up some bacon.
Okay, Alafa, you see, as you are holding him up there, and he looks like he's like struggling to try and respond, you actually are able to see his arm change and shift into a blade, and it lances out straight at you, and you get to act first.
All right, I am going to, as it's lashing out at me,
Okay. So you've already got him by the neck, so literally, I'm not even going to make you roll hit location. You just basically turn your hand on to Eldritch Blast him right in the face and in the neck. So it catches him full force. So I'm going to say it's an automatic crit. That's going to be 16 damage to the back of the neck. His head will snap back. The body will crumple to the ground and immediately change and shift, and its form will now become that of a kind of silvery slime. It looks humanoid. It has a humanoid face, but beyond a shape of a nose and shape of eyes and shape of a mouth, it's all completely like silvery, slimy, with no other features, no other indicators whatsoever of individuality. And it'll just lay there dead.
What type of to know what it is?
Roll a religion check or a nature check. Natural one! That, my friend, is a...
That, my friend, is a mod die, because I want to know what's going on.
Still a natural one.
But I'm using a reroll.
Oh, you're using that... Jeez. Okay, reroll. Alright, well you... Lafa, you can clearly tell it's an ooze of some kind. A slime of some kind. And, It was actually able to make its appearance, like, change the color and everything so that it actually did look just like fingers, sounded just like fingers. Prior, it makes perfect sense for you that an intelligent ooze that is probably a Gonodon, yeah. And if it was, it occurs to you both that if it was here instead of fingers, then where the hell is fingers?
My last spell slot. No, actually, I have one more because you didn't let me extending. I cast Locate Creature.
Oh, let me see how that works.
Should have a macro.
I'm pretty sure that it's going to fail.
Yeah, if he's too far away, then yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it fails.
Okay, so he's nowhere close. So I think it's like, what, a mile or something?
1,000 feet.
Okay, yeah. So he's not at the tree. Okay.
No, definitely not at the tree. Unless he's up at the top, since that's like 10,000 miles away. Or, no, that's 10,000 feet, so that's 2 miles. So that's still, yeah.
I look at Alafa and I say, "It's good to follow your gut, my friend. Thank you." And I just...
If you had not come back, Alafa, oh my god, he was totally gonna get stabbed. Like, like that changed everything. Prior might have actually, like, died. Because he was basically gonna lead him to bed, let him sleep, and then finish him off right there.
Alright. So... And
you realize this prior. You realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In character. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so the rest of you guys...
Hey, Seth.
Good boy.
I will say,
We're camping out like 4 hours away from Thundertree.
no, you're not even. You didn't even get that far. You guys,
didn't?
you guys got like 20 minutes away. You're not. You can still see it.
Okay.
I mean, if you
So
want.
maybe we decided to go back.
It depends on how far you guys decided to go before you camped. Either way, I'm going to say that Palna, as you guys are set up and waiting, you will hear a voice in your head. Okay. Although it's not... You've actually had voices in your head quite frequently lately, so you're able to tell that it's not actually in your head. It's a whisper that is being spoken into your ear, even though you don't actually see anybody around, but it is actually auditory. And you hear a voice saying, "Are you Palna?"
Depends who's asking.
Tim needs help.
Alright, so I'll glance around. I'm gonna just see if I see anything in the shadows.
If anything, you see fewer shadows. Which strikes... Yeah. No, it's almost as if there's more light here. Now than there was a moment ago.
Alright.
Would you like to roll Arcana or something?
God damn it, Q. Yeah, sure.
Hey, I'm giving you the option.
There, take a light bulb.
Alright. Light bulb ho! My god, dude, your luck.
You need a facepalm emote, like other than the failfish.
The wet boot emote is getting so much use tonight. Um, something is speaking to you, and it either is invisible or has no form.
Yeah, figured that.
Yeah.
Do I notice Palma?
So it's
like,
probably
going
magical
crazy?
in some kind. All right, Gargantius unfortunately has to leave us for the evening. Gargantius, thank you for joining us. We're going to be wrapping up really.
Gargantius.
We're going to be wrapping up really shortly anyway. All right, you're down a Gurg.
Is it gonna mess up your overlay?
I'm just gonna turn off names for now.
Do I feel like while it's whispering or anything, like if I move my hand through the air, do I feel like anything? I'm
No
touching
resistance.
anything?
Nope. Maybe it's a bit warmer in certain spots.
So I'm going to wave my hands in wherever it's warm.
Okay. You hear,
And
please stop doing that. Okay, detect magic would probably be better if you have that.
isn't that what I?
You could identify. Identifies for like magic items.
Well, then I didn't cast that.
You still might know detect magic. I don't know if you do or not.
I don't.
Palma, what are you looking for? As I shout across the fire.
Something.
I will say this. You can cast the spell, and I will kind of fudge it a little bit because the magic can still like have some kind of interesting effect. You get the sense of an elemental.
Interesting. So it might be Tim trying to reach out to us through his element, like his elemental network, or it's someone trying to trick us. But either way, someone's whispering to me, and it's creepy because I don't see anyone around here.
He needs help.
Apparently needs help.
Room. Fingers room. No, it's not you, Alafa.
He said something about Linger's broom. I don't.
He said fingers room.
I don't know. Does that make sense to you, Stripe?
Is that back at Thundertree?
Broom. What's that Thundertree? A broom?
Fingers room?
All right, so while they're trying to figure that out,
Should we head back and take a look?
I mean, I guess the bacon's almost ready, but
Well, we're not going to leave bacon.
let's, okay,
finish
20,
that off,
we'll go in
then we'll
20
head back.
minutes. We'll go in 20 minutes.
Okay.
all right. Olaf and Pryor, what are you doing?
I am planked out on the floor. No, I'm gone. Asleep.
Okay.
Exhaustion.
Okay.
Dreaming of his arm.
I don't know what my right arm is doing. It could be doing whatever the heck it wants, but the rest of me is.
No, if you're not moving, if you're unconscious, it's unconscious. It's your arm.
Okay.
Mostly.
Mostly.
All right. Alafa, are you doing anything? You guys are kind of bringing yourselves to a conclusion point, so.
The pile of goop is still there, right?
Yes, still in humanoid form. Like it's not like a puddle or anything. It's still humanoid, but you think it might be losing cohesion.
I want to do this. Can I bring it back to life?
I think it's more when you actually reduce
Because I
it.
kind of wanted to do that when I hit him, but then like I got distracted with chat.
Always a good reason.
Well, unfortunately, that's going to kind of change things a bit because he
Okay,
wouldn't
so we
have.
won't do that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have reverted to that form if he hadn't died.
Okay, we won't do that yet then. So I'm going to use my telekinesis and move Prior to his room because I don't want to touch him.
Sure, you don't. You just don't want us to see you touching him. That's all.
That's why I'm moving him to his room first.
Hi-yo.
Heyo. Yeah. So and then I'm gonna move after I take Prior to his room. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get the goo and put it in. I don't know. I'm gonna move it to a secure location. So my room.
It is a freaking like
Dungeon.
concrete laboratory, basically. That's
Yeah.
how I imagine it.
Yeah.
Plenty of test tubes and things, just a beaker to put it in there, cork it.
All right. So about this time, probably Strife and Palmer are showing back up,
When they show up, what do they see me
and
doing?
Crocanthius. Probably walking out of your room, like.
Okay. I was just wondering if they caught me walking, like telekinesing Prior to his room, or like with the goo.
No.
Because it could look really weird, like
You did.
depending on what part they came in on.
No, you did the goose second. They found you after you were finished with that.
Okay.
All right.
So what's Alafa? What's up, Alafa? Did you just finish washing your hands?
I'm gonna look at Strife and pretty much I killed Fingers.
Really? Did you
Yep.
keep his fingers?
No, he's dead. I killed him. He's in my room.
Well,
Dead.
that's awkward. I guess he horseback.
Alafi, you do realize you are pretty certain that he was not originally. That he was
Oh yeah,
originally-
I know.
Okay, all right, just make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm just not gonna let them know yet. Like I killed Fingers.
I mean, I don't believe him anyways.
Well, it's him, so yeah.
Because-
Why would you?
Yeah. So I'm gonna let him know, because I'm not super familiar with elementals or magic of this level. Exactly what happened, the whisperings I heard, and that's why we came back. So has anyone been to Finger's room? Like, is that where you? I mean, I assume you spoke to Fingers.
Yeah, he tried to kill Prior, and I killed him. So whatever's in his room is yours, if you want it.
Okay. I hesitantly kind of like I half believe him, but I feel like I'm not getting the whole story.
Indeed.
But then I'm kind of excited I get the 100 gold back.
You're still going after that bet.
Well, I mean that's a bet's a bet. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna nod to Strife and tell off if he wants to come along. Awesome, and we're gonna head up to Fingers' room.
I'm gonna follow.
All right. You knock on the door. There is no answer.
Check, see if it's unlocked. It is, and I push open the door.
It is not.
It's not unlocked.
It is not unlocked.
I'm gonna
It
kick it
is.
in.
No, it is. It is.
It is now. Okay, Paul. No.
When he wasn't looking, I used my mage hand and unlocked.
Fair enough. All right. It's not a difficult lock. It's actually kind of odd. You would have expected the leader of the Thieves Guild, former leader of the Thieves Guild, to have a better lock, but maybe he did that on purpose.
As Paulna is opening the door, I'm actually gonna prep a spell. I just don't know where it's at. But just know I'm preparing. I'm getting it prepared.
Probably in your spell book.
Yeah, it is. It's just I have way too much.
It's the one on the bottom. Second from the bottom.
All right. Sorry. What? Sorry. Say that again, please.
I'm prepping a spell as he's opening the door,
All right.
just so I can use it when necessary.
What spell are you prepping?
Sending.
Okay. All right. You open the door. It is his quarters. It's multiple rooms. Him being, the leader, he's got basically a suite, a larger group of rooms. You walk in and there's essentially a front room, a meeting room, and a greeting room, as it were. And you can see hallway, a small hallway leading off to various rooms, and a small kind of food preparation area.
I'm kind of looking around and seeing if it looks like it's been lived in recently. Like, are there dishes out? Is there fresh food in the area? Like, stuff.
The room looks, yes, it does look actually largely lived in. I will say there is different food. Before, you would have seen, fingers being fingers, you would have seen a lot of overly burnt meat, a lot of bread. That was pretty much it. It seems as though now there's been quite a bit of food preparation happening with rare or uncooked meat of some kind.
Fakers. Right.
Does any of it look like Tim?
It all looks like red meat.
I'm gonna taste it.
All right. Tastes like. You're not sure what it tastes like.
God damn it!
I find that hard to believe.
Why don't you go ahead and roll a investigation check, please? $14? You're not certain. You really aren't certain what this is.
I can't tell if it's like pork or chicken, or like cow.
You can tell it's not that because
Can I tell if it's like?
Yeah, it's not one of those things.
So it's Tim. I'm gonna, as I'm tasting it, I'm gonna look over to Paul and be like, "It tastes like Tim."
God. How does he know what Tim tastes like? Have you had Tim in your mouth before?
No, but Carla did, and she explained in great detail.
I mean, not that I'm gonna call into question your meat eating capabilities, but that's red meat. Tim's a bird. That ain't Tim. But if you don't know what it is, that bothers me a little bit.
Maybe it's fingers.
Doesn't taste like sex.
Well, so it's fingers then.
So,
Like how it is it just like meat, just piles of meat, or is it like cut up in a certain way? Like,
well, from what you can see that's laid out, it's a couple of plates that looks like it's been trimmed off of something. It's kind of large hunks of meat, kind of maybe double fist, like the size of two fists.
Are there bones, like leftover scraps? Searching in the trash sink, wherever.
Actually, as a matter of fact, there are. You do find some in the trash, yes.
And can I identify the type of animal or creature that these bones would have belonged to?
Roll nature, please. Humanoid.
It's totally fingers.
I'm gonna.
I think we should search the other rooms, but my money's on fingers right now. I think we're looking at his leftovers.
All right. Weird. I'm gonna slowly make my way down the hall. I'm also going to I'll have my hand on the hilt of Frostbrand preparation. Like, I'm very cautiously approaching the hallway.
Okay. You walk into the hallway. You hear nothing. No sound. You poke your head around various doorways, and in the room which would have been used for more or less what we would think of as a bathroom, there's kind of a latrine kind of area and a bathing area, which would have been rather, hoity-toity, but, being what it was, Thundertree being what it was, a relatively civilized group of people living here at one point, they made sure that it had at least some niceties. There's a small trail of blood kind of leading up into the bathing area, into the clawfoot tub that is on the other side of the room. And then you can see on the lip of the tub some more blood, dried.
Can't Prior do like a locate creature spell and find out if like fingers remains are left behind?
Prayer's not
But
with us.
I
He's knocked
did
out.
use one earlier though, right? With the Lafa would have seen me do the spell.
Yeah. You tried one before.
And
Yeah.
I tried one, and within 1,000 feet, which I'm assuming his room was at, I didn't sense fingers.
Yep. All the above.
Does
Okay.
that spell sense dead as well?
Creature doesn't define living or dead.
Well, I mean, you could say a rock is a creature then. I'm just saying. There's no body in the tub, right? It's not like it's literally just like.
As you look over and peer in, you find a human head severed. It is a child that you recognize as being the child of one of the families living here in the tree. Only about 6 years old. A little girl.
Pretty sure that was human meat you just ate.
I didn't eat
it was
it.
the
I tasted
first
it.
time.
Didn't eat it. Tasted it.
You spit it back out again?
Yeah, I just tried to see what it tasted like.
Gotcha, buddy.
I'm gonna throw up at the right when you say that. Just all over the place, projectile.
Like The Exorcist.
Just like that, head's gonna spin around, tentacles are gonna go flying out of my body, and just puke everywhere.
Yeah, because you can do that stuff with the tentacles, right?
Yeah.
Could you accidentally cast while barfing? That'd be
Yeah, I
hilarious.
think so. I think it's kind of like just my mind.
Okay, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to move the head out of the
That's
Out of what?
out of the tub. I'm gonna put it in the other room. The meat.
Okay. All right. As I assume you continue on searching the place.
Yeah, I mean, sort of OOC here. I don't assume we have really like a police force, so to speak. It's just the citizens living here. And
You
we kind
guys
of
were
have-
the guard.
I mean, it's right. It's us. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go talk to anyone yet. I'm gonna look around. So yeah.
All right. You reach what you can only assume is his bedroom, having a very large bed in it. In the back, in the corner, is a not large enough bird cage with a huddled dark form fit inside.
Okay. And it's like I can see. It's dark. What's
Well, the room is dark. The whole, I mean, at this point, there's no light that is on back here at all. This whole area is darkened. Do you guys have any sort of light source you're going to have on at this time?
Do I need a light source?
Are there any candles lying around?
Technically, Alafa does not need a light source, no.
I'll just light a candle.
Okay.
I assume that Fingers would have had some loitered around.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yes, there is a feathered form. It has the shape and size and color of Tim, but is not moving.
Yeah, I just was making sure it wasn't Fingers' head or anything. I'll call out to Tim, and when I don't get a response, I'll approach the cage, kneel down, and open it.
All right. The odd thing about this cage is that the door is about this big. Is not big enough for him to have gotten in or out. And somehow he's basically like almost filling the cage. I mean, he's a good-sized bird. But somehow he has been put inside, and you can see that his feathers are very askew, in places are missing. You basically just, I would assume out of desperation, you basically just try to wrench the cage open as much as possible, bend bars or pull it off, whatever you got to do. And he will draw a breath, although a difficult one. Palna, is it really you, or are you that bastard again?
I'm gonna, before I say anything, I'm gonna say, Strythe, go get Pryor. And yeah, I'll respond to Tim by saying it's me, and I'm going to sort of just lay him down on the floor.
All right, he'll lay there. Pryor, you can get in, and if you want, you can. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it's right. You were asleep. Never mind. So it'll take a few moments.
Life running at full speed doesn't take long.
I think it might actually be you. Fool that I am. So many times.
How far away is Pryor?
He's fooled me. D4. Other side of the tree.
How far away is that?
Couple 100 yards. So it'll take you a few minutes.
How many feet?
600.
Okay. Before Tim
nice.
can continue talking, I'm taking him and getting as close to Prior as possible.
All right.
So I'll be
You're
with
gonna,
them.
you're gonna
and
take.
Prior.
You okay? And can you take only one creature? Okay.
Only one creature.
So Paulina, will you give your blessing to this?
I'll
He
make
doesn't have
some.
a choice. It happens in an instant. Paulina has no time to react. We just gone.
Before they disappeared into the portal and poofed, I'll have made some snide, sarcastic response to Tim, just so he knows that it's me.
Okay. You can all gather at Prior's quarters. Prior can stabilize him. I assume you would, Prior. You're gonna.
How bad is he looking?
You're gonna have to use magical healing.
Alright. This is absolutely fine. It's okay.
You suspect.
First.
You suspect that it's a damn good thing you ride with you did. You don't think healing potions would actually work fast enough.
Got it. So first, we're gonna Blessing of Lathander on this guy. So he heals up to half.
Alright. That'll at least give him
Then,
stabilized and conscious and to a point.
okay.
That's
Then,
that will be
Go
enough
ahead.
to make him safe. So if you're interested in preserving spell slots, I'm letting you know.
OOC, I have one spell slot left. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then channeling my Aasimar heritage so I don't blow a spell slot in case there's something in his system. And then, because why the fuck not? Oh, I'm going full. Where the heck is my spell?
You know, Gargantia's left already, right? Like,
Don't care. Last spell slot of the day.
So many natural ones today.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Be healed.
That's a whole lot. Alright. What the fuck did you do that for? Oh my god, so much life all at once. Oh god. Oh. Alright, so I will sum up. He is fine. He will be fine. That was a close one. He will say that essentially what happened is that a Gonadon or a slime, a doppelganger or something, he wasn't certain what it was. I'm not even sure he'd say Gonadon. Like, that's obscure even for him. He might get it, actually, knowing him. Would have basically infiltrated and apprehended Fingers and took him away. And he noticed. He caught him, and so he tried to stop them and got caught himself. And basically what they were doing was trying to have a hostage for you guys. He was going to be leverage. They said they knew where you were going to end up. That they had a trap ready for you, and that you would all be... you would all never leave again, and if you ever tried, then his life would have been forfeit. Apparently, you have thrown off somebody's plans. You did not appear where they expected you
Were
to
they
appear.
yours?
Yeah, were they the demon's plan?
Partially, but that's fine. I figured one way or another you guys would, you know, defeat the situation, as it were. This is just another way of doing it. So yeah, and he was basically tortured and beaten, and you know, he appeared. He would shift into the form of Paulina and come in like he was rescuing him, and then like turn around and just like start smacking the shit out of him instead.
it's a normal Saturday night for our relationship.
And yeah, so who managed to throw that off. And the whole time, like he's like he will say, "Oh, and then there's the presence I keep feeling back in Neverwinter. I think what's his knight is free. That's a bit of a problem." So there is that as well. So we need to wrap up for the night. It is well past our stop time. I didn't want to leave that there, but you guys are going to have some cleaning up to do around the tree. You're going to have to explain to do. You're going to have to find the parents, and somebody's going to have to drop that bomb.
Not it.
This is not our stop time. This is half an hour past our stop time. Ass. And I need to get to bed. So, you guys, and including Gargantius, he was here almost all the night. Let's say, what did I give you last time? I gave you 8,000. That's way too much because that was a chapter clear. So, 5,000. 5,000 experience for all of you. And we do need to wrap things up. In the meantime, until next week's game, you guys can figure out what you want to do next. You do have, of course, the undead invasion that is happening in Neverwinter, but you suspect, actually, I'll point this out, may have been happening for the past day already.
If not more.
Because time has been wonky. Yeah, you're not certain exactly. I'll say that Tim felt it probably about a day ago. So that's what you anticipate is probably the case. And now Fingers is held captive. I'll also point out that if there is one Gonadon here, there may be more. You're not certain. Have fun with that one. And on top of that, there is apparently an old god of evil oozes who is aware of all of you and wants you all stopped from doing what you're doing. You did manage to save the tree, which is great. Excellent. But yeah, we'll see where it goes from here.
Does Tim know what happened to Fingers?
Only that he was taken away. And beaten all to hell. But yeah.
And Pryor got a new arm.
You got a new arm.
And Alafa got a new arm.
You get a new arm. You get a new arm. All right. Let's wrap this up. So, we'll do shout-outs. Talk about our channels real quick. Paulina, Magna, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Magna Gaming here on Twitch. I'm broadcasting Monday through Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start. Tomorrow, well, I've got, actually, I don't even know if I'm sleeping tonight. Tomorrow, we're actually relaunching a whole bunch of crap for the channel. New rebranding.
Crap
we're
hype.
Probably launching our Twitch shirt campaign and a few other things on the go. So if you guys want to see that, tune in tomorrow. It'll be crazy.
Mr. Logic_Wolf.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Wolf, twitch.tv/logic_Wolf. I keep forgetting my camera's over here. I keep looking right here. I am a wonderful, not so wonderful Twitch streamer here, as well as part of the Archetype Gaming crew, along with Paulina and Q, and Strife on the down low.
AG Hype.
AG Hype. I'm a variety caster. I am streaming every day this year. That is the goal, 366 days, because it is a leap year. Tomorrow we are going to be playing Adrift, which is this weird space game where you're a spaceman and you're in like this space station. But I have I didn't look into it too much, so I'm super hyped about that. It's going to also have virtual reality. If you have a VR headset, I don't, but that is a thing for that game. So if you want to see that, definitely come in and hang out.
Awesome. Yes, be sure you are following both of these gentlemen. They're excellent streamers. There is also Nima, aka Nima92. He is a member of Archetype Gaming as well. He was Gargantius. You may have seen him earlier. And he is a variety streamer as well who plays all sorts of crazy, crazy stuff. So, myself, I am WeBadAtGames, as you know, since you're here, aka Q, that's what everybody calls me, and I am a variety streamer, but lately we've been doing mostly D&D, specifically this game, and then Tuesdays as well. Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Curse of Strahd, The Return of Ravenloft. It's awesome. I'm loving it. We've got a whole different crew of players as well who are great. So that will be happening. And then, of course, next Sunday, back at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Possibly, you might see me tomorrow as well. I don't know. I might do that. I might use that time to do some other stuff. But you know what? I maybe Monday too. We'll see.
Wait and see. Check Twitter.
Yeah, check Twitter. Exactly. I was about to say. Thank you. You can follow me at twitter.com/WeBadAtGames. You can follow our Steam group. There's a WeBadAtGames Steam group, and you can both of those places are updated when there are going to be streams. But probably tomorrow there will be something around the 9:30 p.m. Central Time slot. Anyway, final shoutouts, real quick, please. Mr. Pryor, you had some shoutouts for our community.
Yes, I do. So, thank you to 6 Foot Studios for swinging by at the beginning. I know you all can stay, but I know you'll catch the VOD later. Saying VOD, that lets us plug our YouTube. We on YouTube /WeBadAtGames. We are up to chapter 6. This was chapter 9. We do have 7 and 8 done, rendered, and ready to go. We just didn't want to load everything up all at once. So please do go out there, watch the video, give it a like. It really does help us out. Thank you to the Critter community, as always, because y'all are awesome. And is it Thursday yet? For those who watch Critical Role. Thank you to my buddy Wanzer for doing the artwork. And thank you to all of y'all for watching. I mean, yeah.
Yes, thank you.